Hey guys, it's Alpha, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you how to create armor in MCreator. So to get started, we're going to launch MCreator. And open up our mod workspace. And here we've got everything that we've made so far, but we're going to be creating a new mod element today, and that's going to be armor. So with the MCreator armor mod element, it creates the entire suit of armor for you automatically. You just need to create the definitions of the armor set rather than individual pieces. So we're going to do tin armor, like so. And then you've got your helmet, chestplate, leggings, and boots, because it knows you've got the 4 items of armor. So we're going to define the textures for these items, which I've already created. I'm just going to import them. So we've got the armor textures just here. So we're going to start with the helmet and the chestplate, the leggings, and the boots. Like so. And then you've got advanced settings for each item of the armor set. So here we've got the in-game item names, basically. So we need to get rid of armor. So it'll just be tin helmet, tin chestplate, tin leggings, and tin boots. And then in the advanced settings, we've got the model. So we're going to go with the default and helmet, because obviously that's the model we want to use for the helmet. And then the texture, what we're going to do is we're going to press the plus to add a texture on here. And then we're going to use layer 1 and layer 2. So layer 2 is the leggings and layer 1 is the helmet, chestplate, and boots. There you go. So tin layer 1 and item model is normal. Immune to fire is like how netherite armor is immune to fire. So if you want your item to be immune to fire, you can choose that. If you want it to have a glowing effect like it's enchanted, you can choose that. Any special additional information you can add in there. And armor piece, is it piglin neutral? So like gold armor, where if you're wearing a piece of gold armor, it makes piglins neutral to you. You can enable that if you want that to be a feature of your armor. So I'm going to do the same for the chest plate. I'm going to do tin layer 1 for the armor texture. And there's other model variations you can add in here if you want to make custom models for your armor. A bit like how netherite has a custom armor model. It has a little middle nose piece on the helmet, but most of the other armors don't have that, so I'm just going to stick with the usual. And then for the leggings, we've actually got to use layer 2, so I'm going to upload layer 2 into here for the leggings. And then we're going to go down to the boots and add layer 1, like so. If you want the textures and the armor layer templates that I've created, you can join the channel as a file access member, where you will get access to all the assets, textures, and files that I've created for this programming series. Alternatively, you can join the channel as an exclusive access member, where you get all the file access, you get early access to videos, you get access to members only videos, you get priority reply to comments, and you also get shoutouts in the videos. But moving on, we'll go to the properties, and here we have the armor layer texture. So here we're actually going to add tin layer 1 and put that in there as tin. There we go. And then creative inventory tabs is going to be under the combat section, because that's where armor is found. Armor equip sound will just be the usual sounds that are used for armor equipping. So we're just going to search equip, and then item armor equip iron we're going to use, because it's a metal armor. Next, we've got maximal damage that the armor absorbs / the durability. So if you go to this question mark and scroll down, you can see the factors of the default vanilla armors. So iron is 15, leather is 5. So we'll go somewhere between that. So we'll say 10 for the tin armor. The damage values. So this is how much armor each item has. So you've got the helmet, chestplate, leggings, and boots. So typically the chestplate will have the most, then the leggings, and then the helmet, and then the boots. But you know, I'm just going to leave these as these default values for now, and we can go back and change these if we like. Enchantability is just how we did last episode with the tools. So leather, you know, the weaker armors and gold are usually more enchantable than the higher end armors. So I'm going to go somewhere in between leather and iron, so I'm going to say probably around 12, the same as chainmail for enchantability. Toughness, so diamond has 2, netherite has 3, iron probably has around 1, so we'll go 0.5 for the toughness of the tin armor. Knockback resistance, we're going to leave that at 0 because only netherite has knockback resistance in vanilla Minecraft. Repair items, so this is what you'd use to repair the armor in an anvil, so it's obviously going to be tin ingots. And then triggers, we don't need to add anything on here. We can save the mod element, and there we go, we have our tin armor. So we can also add recipes for this if we want to. So we can go to recipe, we can do tin helmet crafting, like so. And that will be tin ingots in the helmet shape, like so. And that will be a helmet, like so. And the item that unlocks the recipe is tin ingot. And then we can do tin chest plate crafting. Oh. So I'm actually going to duplicate the helmet crafting and change that to chest plate. Then we're going to add the tin chest plate recipe, like so. And then do the same for the leggings and boots as well. Like so. Now that we've added the crafting recipes in, we can go ahead and boot up the modded Minecraft client and test it out. There you go. So if we load into a world, and here we are. If we open up the creative inventory tab and go to combat, we will find our tin armor just here. So we can get some of this. There we are. And if we compare it to iron armor, the helmet has 2, the chest plate has 6, leggings have 5, and the boots have 2, which are the same as these. So I need to lessen the stats of these and also remove the armor toughness because iron armor has no armor toughness. So we can get rid of those just to make it slightly less, less useful than iron armor because it is cheaper. We want it to be not as good as iron armor. But we'll do that in a moment. For now, we can equip the armor and we can listen to the sound. There you go. So it sounds like equipping iron armor, and you've got the custom texture that's applied to all of the armor models for the whole suit of armor. So it looks great, functions great, looks good in the inventory. It's got the armor on, and yeah, it gives us the armor stat if we go to survival mode. As you can see there, we've got the armor bar above the health, which is filled up the same amount as wearing iron armor. So I do need to slightly reduce the values of this armor to make it more balanced. But it's all created, and you can understand how to change the values now. So you can do that yourself and scale it to however you like it to be. So that is everything for today's video. If you have enjoyed, please consider leaving a like rating and comment what else you'd like me to create tutorials on for Minecraft modding. And also, if you want to make your own server where you can import your mod or just other custom mods that you'd like to play with, click this link just here in the top right and you can watch my guide on how to make your own Minecraft server. But that is it for this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.